This is a pre-action system for the data center. And basically what it does is, right now it's held with air on this system. It works in communication with the Vesda system. If somebody breaks a head, it will release all the air in the system, but it's not going to discharge water until the Vesda says so. So with that being said, this system can lose all its pressure, no water hit to it, until the Vesda says. Now,
until the Vesda senses heat? Smoke?
Or smoke.
Okay.
Well, because the system's going to sense the heat from the head going off, that's the heat.
Okay.
So if the Vesda realizes there's smoke, the FM doesn't do its job, that's what this is, and then you're going to have a mess in there. So if there is water going in that room, there's a fire, it gets all done, all you do is come in here and close this valve here. So the indicator reads shut. Turn it clockwise. Now, if there's a real bad fire in there and something doesn't work, the FM doesn't work, something here is not working, this handle right here will automatically trip this system. So if there's a fire in that room and you want to destroy everything, this valve right here with the head broken will destroy.
That releases full water in the entire data center.
But it won't do anything unless you have heat that melts the...
That pops the head.
Unless you have air release.
Correct.
So even though you tap the head, break it, lose pressure, as long as it's not sensing heat, you're good.
Yes.
On the other head.
It's going to disperse the air, and there's a little bit of oily water in there just from the system being tested. Yes, but once all that air goes out, you will not get water till it gets smoke.
So the question is, how long does that Vesda system on tanks last? So if we break a head, or we have something, say smoke or fire right now, with them tanks, how long is that good for?
Well,
how long will that discharge? Half hour, 20 minutes, 8 minutes? How long do we have?
What do you mean?
So we got fire in there, the Vesda kicks in, it's making the room ice cold. How long does that take, those tanks last for before they're empty?
They dump entirely into the room, and then it saturates.
So hopefully,
but then if it stays warm, if it stays hot, then this is going to kick in.
If there's truly still a fire,
so how long will that system discharge? I mean,
until all that gas in those tanks are gone.
Half hour, 20 minutes.
No, it happens like that.
So those tanks are dumped that quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a slow. Okay.
Once those nozzles release, there's no saving that gas. You got to replace it. You're done.
It dumps 1,000 pounds of gas in that room.
The whole design of that FM system is to instantly take over the fire, so this doesn't happen. Because if you get water in there, then
your equipment is destroyed.
Clock out, go home.
The FM 200 should put the fire out.
Okay. Correct. That's what that's designed for.
This is just no shit.
This is last resource.
Right. Okay.
So is there any maintenance of this, Brock, that they need to? Is there any reason that they should ever really have any maintenance or be messing with the system at all?
No, with our service contract, or whoever's service contract comes in here, they'll make sure everything's working on this. You guys ever hear this running? Once in a while this does kick on just because of pressure loss somewhere in here, but
that's just like a jockey pump to keep the pressure up.
So you shouldn't have to do anything with this. Our guys, when they come out to do their annual, test it, make sure everything works, and be good.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Rich?
No, I hear.
So this is air on this side, water on that side?
Correct. You're basically water up to right here, and air up here.
Got it.
So if, worst case scenario, if this does happen, if we release water, fire gets put out, this gets shut.
The only person that ever really should be shutting that too would be the fire department.
Fire department, correct. Yeah. And then also your fire pump would kick in, so you have your fire pump running. After everything's done, somebody needs to shut that off, because you don't want that running for hours.
If somebody closes this valve, then during normal operation it'll go into trouble?
Yeah, it'll connect with alarm code on the fire command panel. Same thing if somebody were to break something in here and this system drops below a certain pressure and this can't keep up with it, it will send a low air to the panel, so we know the system's not working. Somebody will contact us. Correct.
Okay.
Anything else, anybody? Okay.
Good.
Thanks, Brock.
Yep.